Hey, Shalom. First, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David. Let's get into this. This is gonna be a video on you see it on the screen, the no King's Day. No King's Day, it's just a part of prophecy. Just a part of prophecy, things that are foretold to happen, We're going to play the video and get some scriptures.
Of so-called No Kings rallies are set to take place around the country, including many here in Southern California. Big crowds expected to voice their displeasure about the way President Trump is running the country. NBC4's Robert Kovacic is here now with a preview for us. Robert.
And Carolyn, let's give you a reminder. This is a look back not that long ago of the No Kings rallies this past summer. Organizers asking all participants to wear yellow.
See, it was this past summer, but it's happening again. It's happening again, This is that discontent that is in the land, of Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, which is America.
They say there are 2,500 events that are on tap, and they span all 50 states. The largest demonstrations expected in New York, Chicago, Philly, D.C., and L.A. It was just 4 months ago when No Kings rallies were held across the country and right here. Come tomorrow, No Kings 2.0. The purpose depends on who you ask.
For their much anticipated so-called No Kings rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America rally. Okay.
You heard they put in, they say they hate America. Hey, who's his people? Who's his people? Donald Trump been talking about the enemy within. The enemy within. That's talking about you tribes. That's talking about you tribes too, but it's talking about the rest of these Americans. These divided Americans, the one they call the left. The one they call the left. Because this man, again, his scripture says, he's going to be like a madman, sparing none. None. Why? Why? Because it's not just the 12 tribes that is against this man. It is the other nation and these other people that are dissatisfied with this man. And only his own, only that red-blooded Edomite, those true Edomite supremacists are backing him, Those true Edomite supremacists are backing him, So there's a divide. There is a divide. That's why this place is crumbling. Because what? Let's get it. I'm going to get that one. How it goes. Is it a kingdom divided or a house divided? I'm just put divided first. I think it's house. Yeah. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And that's what you're saying. You saying what? You seeing that this place is divided against itself, and you see that this place is crumbling. This place is crumbling. You know, this place is on the verge of falling. This is how you know this place is doomed. Because it's divided against itself. That's how you know this place is doomed. You know? Damned. You know? Let's continue with the video.
And I'm not sure how anybody can refute that.
There is nothing more American than saying that we don't have kings and exercising our right to peaceful protest. America doesn't have kings. That's our entire point.
That's Leah Greenberg, one of the No Kings Coalition founders, who says millions of Americans will protest peacefully tomorrow. It was peaceful in downtown LA in June, where thousands gathered, until the LAPD says a small group of agitators turned things ugly. Grand Park in downtown LA will hold another rally tomorrow, and the list of locations is growing. These are just some that will hold events hours from now. Southern California, though, is unique in that tomorrow's rallies coincide with celebrations at Camp Pendleton, marking 250 years of the Marine Corps. Base officials say there will be live fire demonstrations on approved training ranges along Pendleton's Red Beach. Those plans raised concerns of a closure on Interstate 5, but after a risk assessment, the freeway is expected to remain open. Expected to attend, Vice President Vance, the first Marine veteran to serve as VP, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. And our sister station in San Diego confirms protesters are expected as well outside the gates of Camp Pendleton. Okay, so looking ahead, our team will be in place all across Southern California tomorrow, and we will keep you up to date online, streaming, and right here on air. For now.
You see, all we're seeing is prophecy unfolding, you know? All we're seeing is prophecy unfolding. You know, and this has been spoken about. Check this out. Let me find it. This is Daniel 2. And 41, listen. And whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes, part of the potter's clay and part of the iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron. For as much thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of the iron, this is what I want for verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Wait, no, is this it? This is talking about this last kingdom, this kingdom being the weakest, it's not as strong as the ones that came before it. But this is it. As before, but this place is gonna be divided against itself and continue. Whereas thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves themselves with the seed of man, but they shall not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. Yeah, these people can't mix. You see, in these last days, this last kingdom is gonna be divided. This last kingdom is gonna be divided because what they can't mix. We were on the toes. This place is the toes. This place, this kingdom, this era, we're at the toes, but this place, it can't mix. Like iron, it was just like a little similitude I had wanted to make. Like iron is not mixed with clay. Nah. This place is gonna be divided against itself. You know, look, listen to this. This is Luke. (21) verse 9. But when ye shall hear wars and rumors, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And this is what you're saying. This is what you're saying. You know, these people are not mixing well. And when you have something not mixing well, what you is always gonna be a bitterness to it. You know, it's always gonna be that divide. Like when you mix oil and water, you leave it alone for a minute. That oil and water, you gonna have like one half water and one half oil. You know, once you leave it alone, it'll start to divide against itself. You know, and that's what you're seeing. But again, like that scripture I get, a house divided against itself cannot stand what you. This is what you're seeing. You're seeing the weakness of America, which is Mystery Babylon. You know, listen to this. This is Micah, chapter 7, verse 5. Listen, trust ye not in a friend, but put ye not confidence in a God. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. For the son dishonoreth the father, and the daughter riseth up against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies are the men of his own house. You know, this is gonna be happening because of doctrine. This is gonna happen because of the political ideology. This is gonna happen because because probably even just a simple tweet. You know, these people are so divided in these last days that you can see the scripture speaking. You see the scripture speaking. You know. And what's happening today, you know? And we went out there on, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. My days be blurring together because of my work schedule. But yeah, it was yesterday. We went into that, you know? On the highways and hedges. But yeah, man, you see it. It's basically moment to moment. We seeing it, you know. But yeah, this is what I want to say on this about that. You know, this No King's Day. It's just prophecy fulfilling itself, you know. So with that, I hope you was edified. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings to the whole elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.